Greetings and welcome once again to another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. I am your host, Ellen Nicholas Rathbone, sensuality consultant, life coach, and proponent of the pleasures of the flesh and taking care of the body in a holistic and loving way. Today, I want to talk about armpits. Now, a lot of people see armpits as a smelly and somewhat embarrassing area of the body. Armpits are a very sensitive area of the body. They're actually considered a major erogenous zone. They are super sensitive. And like the feet, which are also super sensitive, they are an area that sweats a lot and that bad odor is associated with them. So first, I want to be clear. When the body is clean and the sweat that is coming out of that body is not from stress, the sweat has a sweet scent to it, and it's loaded with pheromones. And pheromones are the natural sexual attractant between every species. Each species has their own pheromones between males and females, and it is nature's way of helping us find a mate that has the complementary DNA to our DNA, and that comes through the sweat. And that is housed in the tufts of hair around your body. So you keep the hair on your head, well, most people do, but a lot of people are whacking the hair off under their armpits. Now, I do understand that bushy armpits are not attractive, especially on women. A little bit of hair, though, is essential for keeping that area sensitive. If you're constantly shaving it, then you're also irritating it. And if you're irritating it, it's less likely to be an erogenous zone. Now, I want to talk also about the care of armpits, all right? Because a lot of people use antiperspirant and deodorant, all right? Now, there's nothing wrong with deodorant. Deodorant is a good thing. And I think the reason that we Americans can be in crowded situations, concerts, on public transportation, taxi cabs, restaurants, is because we all agree that deodorant is necessary. But antiperspirant is not necessary, and it is sort of counterproductive, counterintuitive to taking care of your body. Now, you think about it, if you have a sweat that's coming from your armpits and it has a bad scent to it, well, that's toxicity in your body and it's coming out of your body. It's being released from the areas that sweat the most, and armpits are an area that sweat the most. Now, if you want the area to not sweat, a lot of Americans use an antiperspirant. Well, that prevents the sweat from coming out of your body. And when you prevent the sweat from coming out of your body, where do you think those toxins go? They go right back into your tissue. They go right back into the area closest to the breast tissue. There's a hypothesis about the situation that I have, and I know there are some scientists that agree with me, but they won't say it publicly, that toxicity has to leave your body. It leaves your body through your breath. It leaves your body through your sweat. And if you do not allow that toxicity to leave, and it stays inside your body, it causes imbalances. And for many women, it causes breast cancer. Now, a lot of people say, oh my God, what do you mean? Yeah, the body we have to respect if we are going to constantly be working against them instead of with them. To find balance, we have to work with them. And then we can have a healthier way of being. Now, I know nobody wants to have sweaty armpits and have those big marks under their arms. I get it. I totally get it. But there are other products on the market which will do a phenomenal job of absorbing the sweat. And one of them is honey dust powder. Now, this is made by Kama Sutra, the company Kama Sutra. It's got cornstarch, honey, and honeysuckle in it. And it also has some baking soda in it. So that will help to eliminate the scent that comes from under the armpits. And it will also help to, because of the cornstarch, to draw the moisture and hold the moisture in the cornstarch. So you're allowing your body to sweat, to do its natural process, but you're catching the sweat so that it doesn't make those unsightly marks under your arms. Now, it's really important that you work with your body. You cannot be embarrassed by your body. Now, if you are, I'm going to tell you right now, you are a product of marketing advertisement. All right. Marketing has done their very, very best to make sure that we are embarrassed by anything that is less than perfect, I guess, in their idea. So, they have us thinking, oh, never let them see you sweat, as if sweating is wrong or disgusting or dirty or nasty or whatever they think it is. But it's not. And it's human. And we need to do that. And that's how we release toxicity from our body. So if you're the kind of person that does sweat a lot, I strongly recommend that you definitely use your favorite deodorant. And Arm & Hammer actually has a deodorant. It says natural deodorant. All right. It doesn't say anything on here about antiperspirant. It just says deodorant. And it's important to sweat. It's necessary to sweat. You don't want to not sweat, but you don't want to necessarily look like you're sweating. So if you want to combat that, then honey dust powder, you can find it on my website, is a phenomenal product. It comes with a feather duster that you can use, and you can dust any area of your body, including the armpits, the genitals, under breasts, butt crack, wherever you want to put it. And because it's honey dust powder, there's actually a light sweetness left behind on your body. But irrespective of the deliciousness that you're going to be after you've dusted your body with this, it's going to let your body do the process of sweating and catch the sweat so that you don't look like a nervous, sweaty mess. Now, please remember, if you're going to go and exercise, you want to use deodorant. You definitely don't want to use antiperspirant. That's like the worst time to use it. I see these advertisements with they advertise antiperspirants with exercise as if those two should go together. They definitely should not go together. That is a dangerous combination. Here you are thinking that you are doing something good in the exercise while you're actually working against your body to do what its normal process would be, which is to sweat. So have some respect for your body and appreciate the erogenous zones that you are. Remember, all of the advertisers are trying to sell a product. And if they can create a need inside of you, based on fear of being rejected by society or embarrassment in front of your peers, or work on any of your insecurities, that's what they're going to do. And that's what they've been doing for decades. So if you can see what they're doing and understand that they really do not care about whether their product is good for you or not good for you, it's just the bottom line of selling it to you, that you can make another decision. I tell you, about 30 years ago, I read this little article in this health magazine that talked about how dangerous talcum was for genitals. And then here it is, not 10 years ago, 5 years ago, they were talking about how talcum powder actually causes ovarian cancer. Well, I'm telling you now, I saw that then, and I've been studying Ayurveda and I've been studying the body, and I definitely believe that the body has wonderful ability to find balance if we give it the chance to do that. Proper sleep, proper nutrition, proper exercise, and proper care with respect to our processes. And if you do that, you will find balance and you will live a long, healthy life. And if you fight it every step of the way, do not be surprised if all kinds of negative results come raining down on you because of your lack of respect for what your body absolutely needs and what it doesn't need. Do not believe you absolutely, you do not. You want to sweat and you want to sweat a little bit. And if you sweat a lot, honey dust powder is a phenomenal product. And if you don't want to use honey dust powder, use cornstarch and baking soda. But definitely give your body the chance to do what it's going to do, and it will help you find balance within it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. Do not vilify any body part. Every body part has its purpose, and you want to work with that purpose, and you want to work with your body to stay healthy. And if they've embarrassed you, mortified you, or scared you enough, you'll follow their lead. And if you realize that they're just selling a product, and that just because they say it, it doesn't mean it's true. So be more respectful towards your body. Love yourself. I hope you're doing your Kegels every single day. You need to do those Kegels. And I hope to see you again next week for another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. This is your host, Ellen Nicholas Rathbone. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.